That is, through Atma only the Atma will know. That is, the spirit will know itself through the spirit. It is a simple thing to be understood that we are not yet the spirit and we have to become the spirit. That's what Christ has clearly said. Because people did not become the spirit, now they are challenging him. They are challenging his miracles. To see his miracles, one thing is that you have to be the spirit. Now all that is within you, in your own power. It's all there. You have to just get it awakened and you become that. Once you become the spirit, you become the light, and then you can give realization to other people. Now the people, when they are skeptical and they start doubting, I think there's nothing to doubt. You are doubting yourself. Because you are not to pay anything here. You are not to do anything but to get your realization, that's all. Very simple. Why should you doubt? Because your brain is such that you doubt the right and never the wrong. So please tell your mind that just now, wait for a while. Let me become the spirit. Then the same mind, you will be surprised. The same mind will communicate to you what you have achieved and what you have done. But as a result of spiritual ascent, what do you get? That's the main point. What should happen? So the first thing happens to us is that we become, again I say you become, on your central nervous system, collectively conscious. That is, on your fingertips, you can feel the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost. You can feel the centers of another person. On your fingertips, you can feel it. You can know about your own centers. You can know about the center of others. That is one thing that happens to you, that you become collectively conscious. I say you become. It's no certificate by anybody else, but you yourself can find out that a new awareness has come on your chakras, and you can feel it. That you can feel what's wrong, particularly in a particular place within your being. Also, you know how to cure it, how to put it right, how to make all right. This is the first thing you get as a knowledge of collective consciousness. Your attention becomes enlightened because you become aware of yourself and of others. Now, this awareness is a very good word in English language, if you understand. Human beings are much more aware than the animals. Where? On the central nervous system. Whatever we have achieved in our evolution is on the central nervous system. So whatever has to happen to you has to be on the central nervous system, so that you achieve the epitome of your evolution. From amoeba, you become the human being, and now you have to become the higher being, not a frog or an earthworm, but a higher being who can feel another personality and your own personality. And then you have to know how to cure it. What I do is nothing. It's just like a light which is enlightened can enlighten another light. That's all. You are all ready, and the another light gets enlightened. So your ego should not feel challenged at all. There should be no fear that you are obliged to me or there is some obligation on you, nothing of the kind. This is the first thing happens to you. Then the second thing happens, that you become aware that you are a part and parcel of the whole. Because you start feeling another person within you. You start understanding another person within you, not mentally, but on your vibrations. So you understand which part of your being is not all right and which part is all right. For example, if somebody gets cured through Sahaja Yoga and he tries to thank me for that or thank anyone for that, there's nothing to thank. Because who is the other? Supposing this hand is feeling the pain, the another hand soothes it like that. It's doing no obligation on this hand. It's happening automatically because there is nobody who is the other. So this is the second thing happens to you, that you feel conscious, aware that you are part and parcel of the whole. Then you know the truth. What is the truth? The truth is that you are the light, that you are the spirit. Now many people see the light and they say, we are seeing the light, now we have become the light. If you become the light, do you see the light? You see the light when you are away from the light. If you see the light, then it is not that you have become the light, but you are seeing the light, that means it is away from. So we must have a full idea as to what is the light within ourselves. When we have light within ourselves, we see ourselves clearly and others clearly, and understand ourselves and understand others. And in that light, if you have the knowledge how to cure, how to improve, how to cleanse yourself and others, then you are the light. And that's what exactly happens to you. Then the spirit is the source of compassion. And you become extremely compassionate and discreet, because you know which person is all right, which person is not all right. For example, a person is there who may be at home. He's cheating. And he says, I'm a great saint. How are you to find it? Only through vibrations. Because you become like a computer which is connected. If the computer is not connected, then it cannot say it is indiscreet. But once it is connected, all the programming is done in you. You start working it out, and you know exactly what that sort of a person is. As soon as you know that person, you know what should be done about it. Even if the person is dead, even if he is far away, you can find out about that person. And also, if he is a great saint, a great personality, you enjoy it. Even you enjoy the people who are around you, whom you have missed, you never knew about them. So that first time the rapport is established between human beings of a very pure nature. Normally there is some lust, some greed, some sort of a relationship that exists. Here is a pure relationship of enjoyment. Every human being is a source of joy when he becomes the spirit. As soon as he becomes the spirit, you start enjoying him as a spirit, and he also enjoys you as a pure spirit. There is no lust, no greed, nothing of the kind. Nothing common, like two drunkards are great friendly people. One of them gives up alcohol, then there is no friendship. Two nations will say we are brothers, brothers, and when it comes to reality, you will find they are the ones fighting with each other. It can happen to two own brothers born of the same parents. It can happen to anyone. But once you are born of your spirit, you feel the oneness, that all cells belong to one great being. Microcosm becomes the macrocosm, and you do not feel that separateness from another personality, as you all the time feel. You have fear, you have apprehensions, you are bothered. But once you become that, you trust, and you know that another one is a great human being. Only the human beings are the ones who have created atomic bombs to kill each other. No animals have done like this. Only the human beings have a great capacity to destroy it. But all these ideas of destruction of others goes away, and you think of constructing everyone into a beautiful way, without aggressing anyone, without torturing anybody, without trying to show off. It just automatically works. And this compassion is the compassion which doesn't talk. It's a silent compassion which emits from such a personality. And when it emits, it acts, it works, it doesn't talk. Such a person, even with a glance, can make a person peaceful, can bring joy to that person, can reconcile many broken hearts, can do wonders, can cure lepers, can cure people suffering from horrible diseases. Because joy, which we talk of, has got its own powers, and one of the greatest powers of joy is that it is the truth and it is the compassion. It is the absolute. It is the absolute, and that's how you do not have any more confusions in your minds, because the relative world disappears and everything gets related to the absolute, that is your spirit. And this is what you are. You are the spirit. Only thing you have to just become, and that becoming is a very easy thing that should happen. Some people must have read some books where they must have heard that is not such an easy thing. You have to do lots of cleansing yourself, and you have to go to Himalayas or some sort of a Gobi desert to take your moksha. In any case, if you go to Himalayas or to Gobi desert to get your moksha, all right. There's nothing to try anymore. But it is that whatever is vital, you have to get it easily. You breathe so easily. You digest your food so easily. You don't have to go to a guru or to anyone to get it. So whatever is vital has to happen easily. And that's why you have to get it very easily. Now you may say, why you are there, mother? What are you doing there? If you have to get it, why not we get it direct? You cannot. Because it cannot talk. It does not have words. And somebody has to decode it for you. After decoding, you must, like scientists, accept me just as a hypothesis and then see for yourself if it is true or not. You should not just discard it because I am saying so, or you should not accept it because I am saying so. But as scientists, keep your mind open and see for yourself it works. You must accept. If you are honest, you will. But if you are dishonest, you will not. Of course, this is not meant for frivolous people who want to waste away their life, who wants to go towards destruction. God is not going to fall at their feet. He selects. In a way, He does select. And you yourself go into this selection. You yourself are found out in this selection. So it is for you to understand that it is meant for true seekers, seekers of truth, who are really seeking God, and not for people who are just doing it out of fashion. I used to get some people because they couldn't get admission into some other lecture, so they would come to me. But some of them would get realization despite that. Just by chance also, they got realization. But such people are not serious people. They do not develop their realization further, and they end up with some problems. And after 1 year, they'll appear saying that I have got this problem and that one. But this is a science of complete understanding of the divine laws, how they work out. And once you know that, you become a master of yourself. So this source of joy, which is the spirit, must be achieved and must be enjoyed. If we do not become that, we have missed the real point. That's what it is.